to healing the trauma of being unwanted child. Take a comfortable position. Allow your spine to be supported. Let your hands rest softly. Gently close your eyes. Take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. And again, inhale, feeling the air expand your ribs. Exhale, allowing your body to soften. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Let your breathing become natural. Notice the weight of your body. Notice the surface beneath you. Notice that in this moment you are supported. Nothing is required from you right now. This meditation is for the part of you that once felt unwanted, for the part that may have absorbed rejection before birth, for the part that carries the imprint of "I shouldn't be here." We will move gently. Imagine you are standing at the edge of time. Behind you is your current life, your adult self, your responsibilities, your history. Ahead of you is a soft mist. With each breath, you move backward through that mist. You pass through recent years, through earlier relationships, through moments of speaking and not speaking, moments of being seen and unseen. You continue moving backward. You become younger, smaller, more vulnerable. You move through your adolescence, through your childhood, and then further back, before language, before identity, before memory formed into words. You are now in the womb. You are a forming being, sensitive, open, absorbing everything. You sense emotional currents around you, perhaps confusion, perhaps hesitation, perhaps fear, perhaps the atmosphere carried the message: you are not wanted, you are inconvenient, you shouldn't stay. If there was an attempt to remove you, if your life was questioned, if your existence was uncertain, you remained. Your cells held on. Your body chose life. Your nervous system formed under pressure. You survived something before you could defend yourself. Let yourself acknowledge the magnitude of that. Take a slow breath. Bring awareness to your body now. Where does this story live inside you? In the chest, tightness or pressure? In the throat, restriction? In the belly, fear? In the pelvis, contraction? In the back, alertness? Place one hand on the area that calls your attention. Say internally, my body protected me. My body remembers because it wanted me to live. This tension once had a purpose. You were not weak. You adapted. Let your breath move into that area. Imagine warmth spreading there. Now imagine that you are standing in a vast desert at sunrise. The sand is cool. The sky is wide and open. This desert represents the emotional landscape of your earliest existence. Vast, exposed, uncertain. In front of you, 3 distant rivers shimmer in the horizon. Each river holds an emotion that has traveled with you since the beginning. You will walk to each river. You will enter the water and you will meet what has been waiting. You don't force. You allow. Begin walking toward the first river. As you approach, you notice the water is calm and reflective. This is the river of guilt. The quiet belief, my existence caused harm. I made these things difficult. I shouldn't have stayed. Stand at the edge. Look into the water. You see a small unborn child, you, floating gently beneath the surface. This child carries an invisible burden, as if apologizing for being alive. Slowly step into the water. The water is warm. As you move deeper, the water surrounds your body, your chest, your shoulders. You take a breath and gently submerge. Underwater, there is a silence. You approach the child. You say, "You didn't cause harm by living. You were alive. You were innocent. You had no intention except to grow." Reach toward this child. As you touch them, the guilt begins dissolving like ink, dispersing in water. The river carries it away. The water cleanses the belief that you were responsible for adult decisions. Stay until you feel lightness, even subtle. When ready, rise back to the surface and step out of the river. Notice your body. Now you walk across the desert toward the second river. This water moves more slowly, heavier. This is the river of shame. The feeling of being unwanted, of being too much or not enough, of being fundamentally flawed. Stand at the edge. Look into the water. You see yourself as a small child, not just unborn, but later, trying to be seen, trying to be accepted, trying to deserve love. You see moments of being ignored, dismissed, emotionally unseen. Step into the water. It feels cool at first, As you go deeper, you allow yourself to sink below the surface again. Underwater, the shame appears as a grey mist surrounding the child. You gently move toward them. Place your hands on their shoulders. Look into their eyes. And say, "You were always worthy." You deserved to be wanted. You deserved protection. Your needs were real. Your voice mattered. As you speak, the grey mist dissolves into clear light. The river absorbs all the shame. It was never your identity. It was inherited pain. Stay here. Let the water cleanse your skin, your cells, your memory. When ready, rise and step out. Feel the air on your face. Now you turn toward the third river. This one moves more intensely. This is the river of fear. Fear of death. Fear of being erased. Fear of speaking and being rejected again. Fear of taking space. Stand at its edge. You see the unborn child curled tightly, bracing. The body learned early. If I stay quiet, maybe I survive. If I'm small, maybe I'm safe. Slowly enter the water. It's powerful, but supportive. When you submerge, you feel the current moving around you. You approach the child. Place one hand over your heart and one hand over theirs, and say, "You survived." The danger has passed. You are allowed to exist fully. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to speak. You are allowed to be visible. You are safe now. The current begins, carrying the old survival fear away. See the child slowly uncurl. See them open their eyes. See them breathe freely. Let the river wash through your nervous system. When you are ready, rise. Step onto the shore. Now stand in the desert again, but something has changed. The sky feels wider. The air feels lighter. The 3 rivers continue flowing, not as threats, but as allies that helped cleanse what was never truly yours to carry. Place both hands on your heart and say slowly, I choose to live. I release the belief that I shouldn't exist. I forgive myself for surviving. I honor the strength it took to stay. I allow myself to be seen. I allow myself to speak. I allow myself to matter. My existence is not a mistake. Feel these words settle into your body. Imagine roots growing from your feet into the earth. You belong here. Your presence is not an error in reality. You are life continuing itself. Take a deep breath. Feel the ground beneath you in the present moment. Begin to bring awareness back to your physical body. Notice your fingers, your toes, your breathing. When you are ready, gently open your eyes. Remain still for a few moments. Integration continues beyond this meditation. Welcome in your new life.